Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Anastasia. So I don't know too much about this. I know it's not Disney, but it's kind of in the vein of your classic Disney princess story kind of thing. I don't know if it's a musical or if it's not. I know that it's set in Russia and that's about it. A lot of people asked for this after I did the Prince of Egypt reaction, and I didn't want to get to it straight away because I didn't want my channel to be kind of pigeonholed into just doing animation. If you're interested, be sure to check out the Patreon. Over there you can get these videos a few days early, you can get full-length timer-based reactions, and you can get polls for upcoming shows and movies. There probably won't be an early access next week because I'm doing Luca, the upcoming Pixar film, and I don't want to have that waiting around too long. I want to get it out kind of while the film's still relevant, so I'll kind of film it and then release it the Monday after I watch it, so there won't be like a week early access. Also, I have a bit of hay fever, so if I sound a bit nasally, that's why. So yeah, let's just jump into the movie. Gary Oldman. Okay. Was he a producer on this? It said a Gary Oldman film, not just like he was in it.
Was a time not very long ago when we lived in an enchanted world. Was the Tsar of Imperial Russia.
So yeah, Russia, the Tsar.
100th anniversary of our family's rule. No star burned brighter than that of our sweet Anastasia, my youngest.
Okay, so that's her.
I had a very special gift made for her.
Me? Is it a jewelry box?
Look.
It plays our lullaby.
You can play it at night before you go to sleep and pretend that
It's rotoscoped because the way they're moving, I don't know, that seems like it is.
hear this song and remember.
Maybe some of it is and some isn't.
Together in Paris.
But we would never be together in Paris.
The Romanovs.
His name was Rasputin.
Okay.
Power mad and dangerous.
I banish you with a curse.
Okay. I'm noticing like they've got some CGI elements in here mixed in, like his little thing that he's holding, and then the jewelry box was as well.
Rasputin sold his soul for the power to destroy them.
Oh, okay.
The spark of unhappiness in our country was fanned into a flame.
So all these people are turning against him.
Please hurry.
Come this way, out the servants' quarters.
Where are they, boy?
Oh. So does he have it now?
Rasputin!
Let me go, please!
You'll never escape me, child.
Master!
He can't die just like that. He's gonna be the villain later on when, because I know she's older and grows up.
Here, take my hand. Anastasia.
She's left there in Russia while they're in Paris.
Petersburg is gloomy.
Yeah, it seemed like some of the stuff with the grandma was rotoscoped, and I'm not sure how I felt about it because it was like fluid, but it seemed almost unnatural. Maybe because of how the frame rates work, you know? But the people here, they don't look like they're rotoscoped. You know, things are over exaggerated, like their proportions and things a bit more. It seems to just fit with the style slightly more, I guess.
Someone who can bring the princess 3 tickets out of here. 1 for you, 1 for me, and 1 for Anastasia.
So they're trying to find her.
It's the rumor, the legend, the mystery girl to play the part and teach her what to say.
Okay, is it going to be Anastasia playing Anastasia? Oh, okay. Getting someone to play Anastasia to go find the grandma as a scam. Okay, I get it.
You've been a thorn in my side. Acting like the Queen of Sheba.
But she's actually
I fit.
a princess.
So, you want to go to France to find your family, huh? Little Miss Anya, it's time to take your
Oh, they just call it Anya.
life
instead of Anastasia.
I am grateful. Grateful to get away. Whoever gave me this necklace must have loved me.
So she can't remember. I guess she was very young.
Go to Paris?
Yeah, there's more opportunities in St. Petersburg as a big city.
Give me that back. Dog wants me to go to St. Petersburg.
She asked for a sign. Come on.
Heart, don't fail me now, or how the world can seem so vast. I know someone's waiting.
So the guy who was doing the scam, he had the jewelry box. So was he the boy from before who helped them escape? I imagine that's who he is. I just wish I could have like a super high detail version of that.
One ticket to Paris.
Like super high resolution.
Dimitri, he can help. Where can I find him?
Grand, it's me.
It seems like a real contrast in the character designs between the main two, Anastasia and Dimitri, and all the others. All the others that have very exaggerated features, like this guy's got these big cheeks and his giant moustache, and then Dimitri just looks like a kind of normal guy.
Did you hear something?
Oh, is this the old... where she was? Her old palace? Oh, that's cool. It's 3D. Yeah, she got to have some memories of everything. And being here must help her remember.
Things I almost remember.
Okay. It's like her remembering the balls and things. She's the only one with a reflection. That's cool.
Long ago, glowing.
She's kind of seeing a life that she could have had. Oh, and there's the dad.
What are you doing in here? Now, how did you get in here?
And she's right next to the photo of herself.
Do you see what I see?
No.
Hey, what are you circling me? What were you, a vulture in another life?
I'm sorry, Anya. All I'm trying to tell you is that I've seen thousands of girls all over the country.
It's like,
One of them looks as much like the Grand Duchess as you. I mean, look at the portrait.
do they actually think it's her, or are they just doing it for the scam?
Why? You don't remember what happened to you.
No one knows what happened to her.
You're looking for family.
And her only family.
Yeah.
Princess?
And somewhere, one little girl is.
Why give away a third of the reward money?
Reward money. So the grandmother's got a reward out for people to find whoever finds Anastasia.
Princess or a duchess or whatever she is, right?
I want to see who the voice actors are, because I recognize Anastasia and Dimitri, and they're probably big actors considering the movie.
Right.
Ow!
What was that? Does she just have a really strong stroke, or does he have like an injury in his hand?
Okay, I get the message. Enough already with that.
So is Rasputin actually dead? Or does it... he sold his soul, right?
Come back to life. It must mean Anastasia's alive.
I can't remember the exact thing he sold his soul for. Was it for to get rid of the Romanov family, right? So that's why he's still alive. Well, that's why I don't know, this vial came back to life. Is this going to resurrect Rasputin?
Who dares intrude?
Yeah, it's still alive.
You're alive?
Yeah, the manner of speaking.
Whoa.
Because he sold his soul, he couldn't properly die.
Anastasia.
Anastasia. Alive?
He's like
Sir, your lips.
a zombie or something.
Why, I'm stuck here.
Oh, okay.
Curses unfulfilled.
Falling apart.
The mistake. My curse made each of them pay.
You always gotta love a villain song, don't you? It's like these little, I don't know what they're called. They look like gargoyles almost. So he's summoned all those to go find her now. I mentioned it in my Prince of Egypt reaction, but I'm seeing it here as well with the a lot of CGI stuff, and I feel like because now we have higher resolution screens, it doesn't blend in as well. But back then, when it wasn't as high resolution, it probably looked a lot better.
Plan on making Paris your true home.
What is it with you and Holmes?
Because she didn't have one.
An unspoken attraction.
Yeah.
Action?
These little guys can move, can't they? I don't know how you counter them. Oh.
Oh, it's you. Well, that's okay then.
What was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, they'll get derailed, won't they?
Did you say jump?
They just melted it together. Yeah, it's going to be impossible not to fuse together.
Go, go, go! What do they teach you in those orphanages? Track will just coast to a stop.
Oh wow, that's cool.
I sold my soul for this.
So, if she eventually dies, he'll die as well, right? Because she's the only reason he's still alive.
No, nobody ever told me I had to prove I was the Grand Duchess.
You don't know it's a lie. What if it's true?
Yeah, it's not a lie technically, is it?
On the road to finding out who you are.
I mean, as soon as the grandmother sees the necklace, she'll know that it's actually her.
I can learn to do it. You can learn to do it.
It's just the classic kind of posture training where they balance books and things like that. Teaching her manners and everything, etiquette. Some of these things like horseback riding might just come naturally because she was already taught.
We call his yellow cat.
I don't believe we told her that.
Yeah, she's got some memories coming back.
I taught her well. I planned it all. I just forgot. Romance, Vlad. How could you do this?
Is setting up a betrayal further down because of the money and everything. Oh, yeah. Because her necklace is what opens it, right?
The jewelry box, isn't it?
Jewelry box. Are you sure that's what it is?
That's some good net spinning. That the little demon guys have disguised themselves as something positive now. You're getting her to jump off the boat.
Jump in.
The Romanov curse.
Romanov, what? What if we...
How was her makeup not running? Look at it. It's so perfect. They can really go creative with Rasputin, can't they? It's like super over-exaggerating all of his facial expressions. That's some great animation. The parallaxing as well.
Was from Odessa.
So,
Have to leave now, yes. Goodbye.
is that Sophie? All she needs is to show her the jewelry box.
Well, this is unexpected. How does Anastasia like her tea?
I don't like tea. Just hot water and lemon.
Nice transition of time.
Finally,
Oh, he stomped all the flowers out.
you escaped during the siege of the palace.
Does she remember?
So, is she a Romanov?
And now Dimitri remembers.
You did it!
Does she realise that it actually really is her?
We did it!
Sophie wants to take us shopping for the ballet.
This weird product placement, Chanel. I wasn't expecting that.
No more pretend. You'll be gone. That's the end.
Oh, because if she actually is the princess, then he, you know, he's just a commoner, I guess. So he can't see her again, maybe. It's almost like a Van Gogh with the how they're doing it, because they zoomed into the painting like that. It's like that style.
She's the princess.
I know, but
No, you don't.
Oh, I hope she's actually wearing the necklace here.
Your boy, in the palace, you will walk out of her life forever.
Yeah. Ah, she's not wearing it. Yeah, see how nervous she is. She needs to actually find a way to meet her though.
For everything.
Anya,
Yes.
Purely excuse me.
Is Anastasia just gonna burst in because the door was still open?
You're that con man from St. Petersburg who was
Ah.
your lookalike.
Oh, there we go. The betrayal.
you are!
Stop it! From the very beginning, you lied! You just leave me alone!
Ooh. He can't keep it up because he's just gonna make her less and less likely to see her. Wow, kidnapping her.
Do you recognize this?
Oh, there we go. That's something. But now is Anastasia gonna stay that no, I'm not her, who is all a scam?
I'm old, and I'm tired of being conned and tricked. Suppose the money doesn't interest you either?
Well, she didn't know about the money until a few minutes ago.
To sing me to sleep when you were in Paris. Hear this song and remember
Yeah, you have to be convinced at this point.
a December.
Bartok!
Oh yeah, what's Rasputin up to?
I want to look my best. That might take some work. Please forget the girl and get a life.
Made me so mad. She said it looked like a pig riding a donkey.
Empress of all Russia.
He's like, she's finally got everything she wanted, but she won't be happy with it.
But I don't want the money.
Yeah.
You were the boy, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, everyone realizes that they like each other. Come on, it's obvious.
Goodbye.
So long, Vlad.
So Vlad didn't take the money either. He's got a little sword.
He's not there.
Oh, I know he's not. He.
I wonder if this is what you really want.
Yeah.
Whatever you choose, we will always have each other.
Hookah.
Oh, okay. Trapped in a maze. Yeah, when he's got to go back for her, come on.
Anastasia, your imperial highness.
Rasputin.
Care for a little swim under the ice?
It's like his revenge.
One can save you!
Yeah, come on.
Long live the Romanovs!
Yeah, that breaks. Ooh. It's quite a graphic death actually for like a kids movie. How he melted and then there's a skeleton. You know, she doesn't have to choose between them. He can still be a prince and then she can have both, you know, have the lifestyle as the princess. and have him. It's not mutually exclusive, is it?
They've eloped. It's a perfect ending.
Hello.
Never dream.
That's nice, kind of recap. Okay, so that was Anastasia. You can see what they're going for here, kind of like a classic Disney animated kind of thing. You know, you've got princesses, animal side character, you have like the comic relief for the villain, and you have the actual villain. You know, there's a lot of similarities, but it still kind of has its own ways to feel unique. So it looked like a lot of this was rotoscoped, and for me, I don't really know if I like that much. It's like, it kind of feels, I don't know, something feels off about it. Something feels off about it stylistically when the characters, you know, some of them are rotoscoped and some of them aren't. And you can kind of tell just even through the character design how Anastasia and Dimitri are just kind of, they just look like regular people. Then all the other characters are much more flamboyant in the design. You know, like Rasputin, with him, it was really creative. There was a lot of like stretch and squeeze and things like this that give him a lot more character and personality. You just don't get that with the main characters when they're rotoscoped in that way. You know, there's like fluid movement, but there's no exaggerated movement. Whereas with Rasputin, you saw how creative they could be with everything they did with him. How he had body parts flying all over the place with his kind of zombified state. There's also a lot of CGI in here, and there's some stuff I really liked. How it was obviously CGI, but there were times when the textures were still hand painted, so it blended in, especially when they were used for backgrounds. But I noticed as well with like the music box, that was CGI. But in animated movies, usually objects that move have outlines, and that's where you can tell what's going to move. The box didn't, so it made it stand out more. I feel like if it had an outline, it would feel a bit more natural in that setting. Like, it was fine when all the backgrounds were CGI and didn't have outlines. The backgrounds never have outlines regularly with 2D animation. The smaller objects like that, they stand out because they don't have outlines anymore, and that they're moving about without an outline. So the pacing of this was quite quick. You know, it's only a 90-minute movie, and I think that happens a lot with kids' movies because they want to keep the kids entertained throughout the whole thing and not lose the audience. But I do think I would have liked, you know, if we had just a bit more time with everyone and to establish all the characters a bit more. But, you know, what can you do? So yeah, I think the plot, you know, is kind of what you expect. It wasn't too complicated, but it serves its purpose. You know, there's out the betrayal and everything with the necklace. You know, it's nothing crazily out there, but I don't think that's the point. You know, it's the music is what is the kind of the main attraction here, and all of the kind of royalty and princess stuff. That's, I feel like, the main attraction. I really like the ending as well. Kind of the final fight with Rasputin, when he summoned this giant, like, he turned this statue or this stone Pegasus into a living thing, and he was destroying the bridge. It all felt very grand. It was really cool. Even though it's kind of a short movie, there does feel like there's a sense of time passing here. Especially, I feel like montages do that a lot well. And that happened a lot when, you know, when they're on the train and when they were on the boat. And there were some good set pieces with the train crashing and the final set piece, as I already said. You know, there's some really good, nice stuff in here. I wish we got a bit more backstory for Rasputin, because I didn't quite understand what his motivation was. He had this resentment towards everyone, towards the royalty. But it wasn't, I don't know, they said what it was, but I could have done with a bit more there. Because I know this is based off of another, like, a princess story. Maybe there's some background knowledge that I need that I just didn't have. And the Dimitri Anastasia kind of relationship, obviously you know where it's going to go. It's quite standard, but it's still nice to see it play out. And all of the kind of will they, won't they moments was nice to see. It does build kind of anticipation for when it finally happens. I really liked some of the backgrounds and things, especially when it's the cities and they're using the, you know, the kind of parallax effects. Some of those were really beautiful. I just wish I could see them in a higher resolution than I did here. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. If you stayed to the end, be sure to leave a like or a comment your thoughts. And if you're interested, subscribe to the channel.